Today for your math share, you are going to practice what we just learned in our lesson today. You are going to measure the length of an object with two different units of measurement. But before you get started, the first thing I need you to do is I need you to get two things for me: a piece of paper and a pencil. I'm using a Sharpie so that you can see my writing more, but I want you to get a pencil just in case we make a mistake and need to erase. So get those two things, push pause to go get them, and then push play when you are ready to move on. Okay, you should have a piece of paper and a pencil to write with. The next thing I need you to do is to pick up your piece of paper, and I want you to fold it in half. Fold it in half. Okay, I'm gonna make a crease down the middle of it, kind of like when we made our 2D and 3D shapes book. Okay, and then I want you to open it back up so you have a line that goes down the very middle. Kind of looks like a book that's opened up. Okay, you have two sides. Okay, once you do that, I want you to take your pencil and on the right side, so remember, make L's with your index finger and your thumbs, and the one that makes an L in the shape of an L, that's the left side. The backwards L is my right side. So on my right side, I'm going to write at the top, length, L-E-N-G-T-H. Okay, length. And I'm gonna draw two boxes underneath it. One right here, two boxes, and one right underneath that one. Okay, so I have length, two boxes. After you do that, you're gonna write unit over here. U-N-I-T. Okay, and under the word unit, you're gonna do two more boxes, but they're gonna be bigger than these. So this first box, I'm gonna start over here and draw more of a rectangle. Okay, and then next to this box, I'm gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be bigger, like a rectangle. Okay, so I have length, two boxes, unit, two bigger boxes or rectangles. Once your paper looks just like mine, you are ready to move on. You can push pause if you need to catch up, and then push play when you're ready. Okay, so your paper looks just like mine. Now, you're going to choose your object that you want to measure today. So in the lesson, you saw I chose a pen. Okay, I chose to measure a pen. You can choose to measure whatever you want, okay? You can measure a sticky note, you can measure a phone, okay? It needs to fit somewhat on this side of your paper though. My pen barely fits, but I'm still able to do it, okay? So it needs to fit over here. You won't be able to measure a couch because you need to put your object that you're measuring on this paper to take a picture of it for your share today. Go get that one object that you want to measure, push pause to go get it, and then push play so we can keep going. Okay, you have your one object right here. Awesome. Okay, you're ready to go on. Now that we have our one object that we're gonna measure, we need to choose our two units of measurement. Okay, I chose to measure my pen with Unifix cubes and with paper clips. But you can choose different units of measurement if you want. Go choose two units of measurement, whether it's die, whether it's Unifix cubes, whether it's pieces of pasta or beans or candy, anything that you want to measure your object with, and then push play when you're ready to go on. Okay, you should have your object that you're measuring with and your two objects that you're measuring, okay? And you are going to use your two objects to measure on this piece of paper your one object. So just like in the lesson, you saw me line up my Unifix cubes all the way across. Okay, I'm not gonna go all the way across, but you saw me do it in the video already. I would do the same thing with my other unit of measurement. And after I go all the way to the edge of what I'm measuring, I need to fill out the rest of my paper. The first word we wrote up here was length, okay? I need to write the length of how many Unifix cubes and paper clips. Now I remember that it took 7 Unifix cubes. Oops. And it took 3 paper clips. So I'm going to write 3 for paper clips and 7 for my Unifix cubes. See how they're right next to each other? So I know the 3 goes for the paper clips and the 7 is for the Unifix cubes. You're doing that too, but your numbers are going to be different as well of your units of measurement. These boxes under here are under the word unit. The unit is what we're using to measure with. So I know up here I used paper clips. Okay, if you need to make your box bigger to fit, see I ran out of room for paper clips, you can. And then my bottom unit that I used was Unifix cubes. Okay, so this is exactly what yours will look like, but you'll have different numbers and things written in your boxes, and yours will look different on this side too. This is just an example. You're not taking a screenshot of mine and uploading mine as your work. That's not being honest. You're doing your own work. So choose something to measure with, choose 2 units of measurement to measure with, and then fill out your paper to match your measurement that you made. When you're finished, take a screenshot, or I'm sorry, a picture of your work and upload it to the media album today. After you upload, you can go through and look at what other friends of yours have chose to measure today and measure with. Maybe it'll give you an idea for tomorrow or maybe later this week. You can practice with other ideas that you see from other first graders. I can't wait to see what you guys choose to measure with today and measure. Okay, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.